So you want to become fluent in English. Maybe you watched some YouTube videos on how to speak English properly, but nothing has happened. You don't see any improvement at all. Your English is still the same. Don't worry, because in this video I'm going to share with you how I became fluent in English fast, which steps did I take, and what were my keys to success in English. I've got 5 practical tips for you plus a bonus tip in the end. But first, let's start with my story of how I started, how was the English learning journey for me, and how I got to this level of fluency. So when I was in middle school, one of my classmates knew how to speak fluent English. He would stand up and give presentations in English. He would have conversations with teachers in English. He was very confident and fluent. I got inspired from him, and I said to myself, I just want to be like that guy. I want to be fluent and confident like him. Back then we had English classes in school because I studied in an English medium school. So what I did was I started paying attention in those classes, but honestly I did not like them because they were boring as hell. They were teaching grammar rules, all those rules with millions of exceptions. I got bored very easily. I sit down and I said to myself, I want to learn English, but this is not how I want to do it. Back then I did not know you could learn English on the internet for free, and even if I did, I had no phone or laptop. I did not have access to the internet. The best thing I could do in that situation was to take those classes no matter how boring they were. And that's what I did. I took those classes. After a few years, I learned almost all the grammar rules, but I could not speak, not even a word in English. But then in my second year of high school, when I got access to the internet, I started learning English from English teachers on YouTube. In the beginning, it was hard because I did not understand anything. I would watch one video many times, and also whenever I would talk, I would make a lot of grammar mistakes. I was like very shy and nervous all the time. But after I followed the 5 lessons that I'm about to share with you, my English got better and better day after day, and finally I became fluent in English. It took me around 6 months to speak fluent English. It usually takes 1 year if you're starting from zero, but it took me less, probably because I studied in an English medium school, so I knew the basics of grammar, and also I put more time into practice. Now, what were my keys to success in English? How I got to this level of fluency? Lesson number 1. Define what fluency means to you. Fluency has many definitions. Being fluent for some people means talking with their friend for hours and hours non-stop. Some people want to get good grades in school. Some people want to get a job. That's why they're learning English. Everybody is different. So what is your definition of fluency? What does being fluent mean to you? Or simply put, what is your goal with English? Like, why are you learning English? I remember when I first started, my goal was to meet new people and make online friends. This is what gave me the motivation to keep learning and to keep going. So what is your definition of fluency? What is your goal? Why are you learning English? Ask yourself these questions. Write the answer down in the comments for everybody to read. Lesson number 2. Choose an accent. Many of the English teachers say that you don't have to worry about accents. You should listen to every accent you hear. Part of this is true. If you're starting from zero, if you're just a beginner, then you don't have to worry about accents because there are more important things to do, like speaking and listening. But if you've been studying English for a while, then it is time to choose an accent for yourself, whether it's British, American, or Australian, because the closer you speak to British, American, or Australian people, the easier it is for people to understand you. If you speak with your local Indian or Pakistani accent, some people might understand you, but most of the people will not know what you are trying to say. So choose an accent. I personally prefer American accent. I have been working on it for over a year now, and I try my best to sound like Americans in my videos. It's not perfect, but it probably helps you understand me better. If I sit here and speak with my local Pakistani accent, some of you will understand me, but most of you will not have an idea what I'm talking about. So choose an accent for yourself. Think about which accent you like and copy those people when you speak. In the beginning, it might sound fake, but after some practice, you will get used to it. Lesson number 3. Speak, speak, speak. I know you hear this all the time, but there is no other way. The only way to improve your speaking is to speak, right? So make a schedule and start speaking English every single day. I know you're nervous, I know you feel shy, but I did too. When I was just a beginner, every time I would sit down and talk with someone in English, I would feel shy, I would be nervous. I did not have an idea what to talk about. My mind would go empty, my mouth would just stop. I understand all of these problems. But brother, you have to practice speaking if you want to improve. Now some people have an excuse. They say, I don't know where to find people to talk with me. I don't know anyone who can talk with me. That is okay. I'm going to show you how you can do that. People on the internet are ready to make friends with you and talk with you. You just have to find them. One of the best places to do that is Facebook groups. So join Facebook groups about something you like. You like cricket, you like soccer, you like video games, you like movies, you like cartoons, you like animes, whatever you like. Join groups about those topics and then try to be friendly and connect with those people. Eventually, if you do that, you're going to make a lot of friends. Once you feel comfortable with them, invite them to have conversations with you in English. If you still say, I'm just a beginner, I'm shy, I cannot do that, then talk to yourself. This might sound crazy and weird, but this works. Some of my friends tried it. I tried this method. This definitely works. Just sit down, choose a topic and talk to yourself about it. I don't care what method you use, just speak every single day. This brings us to lesson number 4, which a lot of people ignore. Interact with English on an everyday basis. When you're learning a language, the most important thing to do is to consume that language as much as you can. That's why people who go to Dubai learn to speak Arabic in just 3 months. A guy goes to Dubai, he works there for 3 months, and when he returns, he speaks fluent Arabic. Why is that? Because when he was in Dubai, he was surrounded by Arabic. Everybody around him spoke that language. His boss, his co-workers, waiters, drivers, people in the street. He was completely surrounded by that language. He was interacting with Arabic on an everyday basis. Now, most of us do not have the resources and the chance to go to the United States or England to learn to speak English. That's okay, because with the help of the internet, we can create almost the same environment for us. How? Let me show you. Change your phone settings to English. Follow people on social media who speak English. Watch the real version of movies, not the dubbed versions. If you want to write something, write it in English. Read books in English. And the most important of all, think in English. This is how you interact with a language on an everyday basis. An average person spends around 20 hours per week on their phone. Imagine if you are using your phone and you are surrounded with English and you're learning English at the same time. This could happen if you followed all of the things that I told you. Now let's talk about the lesson number 5. Have fun learning English. Learning English is not like doing your school homework. It's not boring at all. You will meet new people. You will make friends. You will have conversations about interesting topics. Once I stayed up all night till the morning talking to a friend in English. I didn't do it because I had to do it. No, I did it because I enjoyed the conversation. English learning is so much fun. You can do whatever you want. You can do so many cool things. If you don't like a task, let's say you don't like listening to podcasts, then don't do it. Go watch a movie, listen to some songs, or talk to a friend. The most beautiful and interesting thing about learning English or any other language is that you have so many options. You can do so many cool things like I mentioned. So enjoy having fun. Enjoy learning English. You're going to make it. You're going to be fluent one day. As I promised, bonus tip for you. Speak as loud as you can in conversations. When you're talking with someone, speak as loud as you can. High volume. When you do that, you will sound more clear, confident, and understandable. You might annoy few people, but majority of people want you to be clear and understandable. So next time when you're talking with someone, speak with a high volume. Okay, I followed these tips and that's how I got to this level of fluency. If you follow them and you stick with them for a long time, you are really going to become fluent in English. Make sure you follow these because information is useless if you don't use it and apply it on your situation. Okay, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below if you want to learn more. Bye for now. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.